Well buyers, here we are now. We're at 486 Quay Street in Rockhampton, and this is a commercial block, approximately 4,000 square metres, and I'll just zoom up there on there. You can see there at the back there's a good quality ironclad shed, and in the back of that shed there's it's got a evaporative cooling system to keep the workers cool, but also too, coming up to the front, you've got a good office there. Now it's about 8 metres by 8 metres, and on top there's another office up the back above the first office, and that's for a private office, and that's around about 8 metres by 4 metres. Now also the property has security fencing on all sides, and the property also fronts 3 roads, so there's 3 road frontages on the property, and as you can see, a good high security fence right around on every boundary. Just showing road frontages here, buyers. This is this street running down the side, and we've got Quay Street runs along the front, and I'll just show you in a minute East Street, which runs along the back side of the block. I'll draw their attention to these 2 gates here. You see, buyers, just there's one there, and then there's another gate just a little bit further on, all good access. Now that gives a ring sort of ring road access around that shed there. As you can see over there's a little toilet and shower for truckies that are coming in through the night, so they can pull up and camp in the truck, but they can have a shower and use the toilet. And this is East Street. This is the other street that runs along the back of the property. As you can see, the security fence is the same type all the way around, and as you can see, the yard opens out into a good 4,000 square metres approximately, and as I said, that back section of the shed there is cooled with a evaporative cooler. So now we're just inside the shed here, buyers, and as you can see, good steel frame shed, very solid shed, and it's got a timber floor. The floor is raised. This area does get some, in a flood, it does get some water over the ground, but only in a short period of time. But that's the reason why it's raised just here. And you've got as you can see down the walls there, pallet racking to put pallets up on. Quite an expensive cost to put that in. That's on both sides of the shed, but also too it's on the outside, and I'll show you that in a moment. Important to note, buyers, just looking there up on the roof, you can see that outlet there, that's for evaporative air, and anyone working in the shed here to keep it cool, so while they're working they're in a good cool climate. As I said, buyers, on the exterior of the shed there's pallet racking as well for to get your pallets up off the ground, and also make them accessible to the forklift, so you can see just how it works. Now this road that I'm on here, it goes right around the shed, and I'll show you that in a second. Now buyers, just showing you this road here, and it goes either from that gate to the shed, or if you so desired you can drive around, and it makes it a ring road back around. Now there's the second gate there that goes out onto East Street, and you can drive around and come back up on the other side of the shed. Now as I draw your attention again to the security fencing there, there's good high security fencing all the way around the block on all parts. Now we're just going to go in and have a look at the office now, and there's the 4 car garage facility over there. I said 2 before, it's actually 4, and there's the back of the office. We'll just go up into the office now. It's all fully secured with security screens and everything else in the office. Now buyers, what we're looking at here now is the office. As I said, it's an 8 by 8 metre building from measuring the total floor area, and that goes into a toilet and hand basin in there, and then it goes back through to a private office just in behind here, which then leads up to, this is the lunchroom here, and then leads up to a private office upstairs just behind. Well buyers, we're up here now in the private office up top. I just want to draw your attention to these 27 solar panels on the roof over the main office, which basically keeps the power down to no bill. And then this is the top office here, where the private office. for the company as it has been, and so as you can see, a good quality premise, but also too looks out over the yard, so that you can keep, whoever the management is, keep a good eye on the yard while they're working. Well, boys, there we are. That's this little commercial block, 486 Quay Street. Give us a ring. I'd love to bring you out and show you over it. It really is a well worth property and well worth consideration. Talk to you soon.